And we are live here in Forgan, Oklahoma. Peyton,
Purpose of this football
it-
game is to provide a positive learning experience and opportunities for personal
high school
growth
football
for our student
is
athletes.
back.
It is, and I'm excited. I've been waiting for this for what, 6, 7, 8 months? I'm excited. Let's get it going on.
We have been waiting way too long, and what a way to start off the season. We got the Hollis Tigers going up against the Balko-Forgan Bulls. So, Peyton, what are your keys to the game after Balko? They went 2-8 last year, missed the playoffs. So, what are your outcomes and what to look for this season?
I think this year, kind of like the same as last year. We're gonna run the ball. Like we're running team. What do you call it? 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
3 yards in a cloud of dust.
And of course, my keys to the game every time is going to be penalties and turnovers. That's the
Penalties and turnovers.
two of the biggest things in the football game. Each game.
Yep, and let's talk a little bit about the visitors here, the Hollis Mustangs. Last year they went 4-7. They got fourth in Class 2B. Tigers, not the Mustangs. Tigers. They got fourth in 2B last year. They made the playoffs. However, they did make a first-round exit. With a defeat against OBA, and one of those 4 wins last year being against the Bulls at their place. Well, I think the Bulls are on a little bit of a revenge tour this season. We dropped in class. We went to Class C. Class C1, we got a little bit different opponents this year, So next week we'll be playing Canton. Then we go to Boise City. Then we play Timberlake. Timberlake has been dominant in Class C
for as long as we've been playing some football. And I'm kind of excited. This is the first time that Balko-Forgan's been in Class C since it would be our junior year. 2018, 2019. So I'm excited for us to drop the class and see what we can do.
And then they'll play Kremlin this year. They played them last year at their place, and I think we traveled to Kremlin again.
We go to Kremlin again, yep.
And then we play Beaver, Tyrone, Winoka, and I will say, Winoka, they may be a young team. They don't have that it factor there, Winoka, but they have a tradition. I mean, they just have that tradition there. Kind of like your Shaddocks. Shattuck, they may be down in talent, but they still just have that tradition. Buffalo, and then my hometown, Sharon Mutual Trojans, will go to Sharon Mutual this year, so I'm really excited about that game. I told you, Peyton, I'm getting a shirt made for that game.
I'm excited to see this shirt, actually. I want to know what you put on there.
Yeah, it says Field Divided, because, we've been voicing for the Bulls for the last 4 years.
It's our fourth year, yep.
They kind of welcomed me into the community, with so much love, and, but I'm from Sharon Mutual. Trojan pride never dies. That's where I bleed red, white, and blue. So it's just going to be interesting to see the Bulls travel to Jack Bro Field and see how that game turns out. And Hollis, they remained in Class B, and they have a pretty rough schedule the first 3 games of the season. They play the defending state champions week 1. In Class C, Tipton. Are they the Tigers? Yeah, Tipton Tigers.
And that's tough. I think they travel to Tipton too on that.
They play 3 straight Tigers in their first 3 games. Okay, they're playing, or their 3 of the 4 games they play in Tipton, Mountain View, Laverne. Okay,
that's a pretty tough schedule.
That's a pretty tough schedule. And then they go to Snyder, Central, Empire, Burns Flat, Dill City. I mean, that is not an easy schedule, especially to start the year off. I would say that it is, both teams. I'm really excited to see how they do, and I'm so excited. Football's back.
Oh, I am.
Every Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, football. And so we are just seconds away from opening kickoff. Going to be doing the kicking duties for the Bulls is Gage Reichert. Back deep to return for the Tigers is number 23. Isaac Loon. Oh, Peyton, we are off. And the kick is a little squivered down to the middle of the field, and it's muffed, and it's going to roll out of bounds where the Tigers will take over.
Where's it at, the 30?
At about the 32-yard line? 29-yard line?
First and 10 for the Tigers on their own 29-yard line.
And so, Peyton, the Bulls, we saw a little bit of a mixture last year between the 3-2 and the 4-1 defense.
I think it's good to have multiple defenses too. Kind of, because like Laverne Sheddick, they kind of run just a 3-2. They will never change. I think it's always good to have just multiple defenses to throw at different teams.
See, and Coach Nichols has just got such a really good defensive scheme mind. I mean, he is just so. And right now we're running a 3-2 defense, single back formation, wide receiver spread out wide to the left, shotgun snap, and it's an inside handoff, and he's going to be stuffed for maybe. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage there, Peyton. What a job by the Bulls defense.
Good job. He hit him, sucked the blocker away, and was there to make the tackle. It was really good job there on the defense.
Tackle made by number 5, Keenan Doherty.
And so, that's just kind of what we need. The keys to the game that I was going to give, O-line and D-line, that's going to be, I think, the biggest it factors in the game for the Bulls is how their offensive line is going to uphold and how is the defensive line going to go. Man in motion, direct snap to the quarterback, going to try to get upfield, and he's going to be tackled by number 0. That's Kane Cowan. Flag does fly 2 yards shy of the first down.
Probably a holding, I think, on the left side.
Going to be 3rd and 2 coming up, 3rd and 3. Going to see what the call on the field is. Face mask on the defense. That's going to be a 15-yarder against the Bulls. That's going to be an automatic first down.
Also, we discussed this too.
Penalties.
Penalties too. And Hollis runs that triple option. It's so tough to stop.
I mean, and that's just kind of what they're known for. I mean, I remember our first year that.
On the Bulls' 48-yard line.
And, that's kind of like when we went there our first year, we were broadcasting. They just ran that triple option to
and also they ran the 5-out, which that would be so tough to stop. Either or.
So 2 receivers split out wide to the right. Shotgun formation. Going to be a little quick screen. It's going to break down, and it's going to be about a 7-yard pickup there. 8-yard pickup by number 1. Chris Solania is going to pick up the reception. Going to bring up a 2nd and 1. Peyton, we've been about 7 months. We haven't broadcasted a game. We got to shake the rust off.
Feels like it's been 2 or 3 years since we've done this.
I mean, usually I don't need a warm up when it comes to talking. I mean, because I could talk to a street sign, but So Bulls still staying in that 3-2 defense. 1 receiver set out wide to the right. Ball snap, going to inside handoff to number 19. Ball's out! See who got it. It looked like the Bulls may have it. Oh, and the Tigers have it recovered by number 49 for the Tigers. That is Creed McQueen. See, turnovers, Peyton. We got when you're fortunate enough to cause turnovers, you gotta capitalize. You gotta capitalize on it.
Turnovers are big, especially if you get turnover in the first drive. It gives momentum for the offense.
Matt Parker getting the call from the head coach. Going to line up. Kind of reminds me of Barry Switzer days.
Wing tee,
Wing tee. Ball snapped inside. Good job there by number 88. That's Levi Milliken on the tackle.
Tackle made by number 88, Levi Milliken.
Good job there, Levi. But I will say, Levi, you gotta. I like how he crashed down like that. But as a defensive end, when you see something like that, you gotta watch the quarterback because he could pull that.
If he pulls that, it's dangerous because that quarterback's pretty good at faking, as you can tell.
Yep. Front 3, it looks for the Bulls is number 1 Tyreek Jackson, number 88 Levi Milliken, and number 5 Keenan Doherty. Shotgun formation, ball snap, quarterback going to keep it himself, going to try to find a little bit of an opening. He's going to have enough for a first down. Good job there by Matt Parker. Good job there by Matt Parker, just getting in between the guard and the center and just lowering his head and getting a first down.
They're running more. Usually, like when we saw Hollis, they used to run outside. Now it's more like
inside the numbers.
Yeah. Seymour just handed off to the fullback or running back. I really haven't seen any triple option plays or any option plays yet.
But, it's still early in the season. It's not a district game. You don't want to bring out everything, you don't give.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a 1 receiver set, split out wide. Chris Solana, shotgun formation. Ball snapped. Ball's on the ground. I think it's going to be
False start.
called for a false start. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Going to set up the Tigers. 1st and 15.
Oh, offsides?
See, and even if it wasn't offsides, I'd like to see that play played out. I don't know if
usually on offside, you're supposed to let them play out.
let them play out. I don't know if that's a different rule in high school. I mean, see, we got an expert rules analysis in the booth with us today. You know, we got Terry Mulberry.
We need to look at the rules now. I did not know that.
Because, you know, Terry is a certified official, you know, in the state of Oklahoma, so he knows just about everything. Drop back to pass, going to be a fade route to the back end zone, and it's going to be deflected by number 11, Gentry Parker. See, I wish OU defenders could take some notes from him. He turned his
around,
head,
looked at the ball,
made a play on the ball. I mean, see, OU defenders need to take some notes from Mr. Gentry Parker. You know, turn around, find the ball, make a play. What a play there.
It can't be a penalty because he's looking at the ball.
So it's going to be a 2-receiver set, both split out wide to the left. That's key. Oh, no, it's not. Lincoln, Braun, and Solana. Man comes in motion. Little jet pass. First man there. Number 1, Tyree Jackson's going to wrap him up. And it's going to be for about a yard loss there. See, back in the day, you know, Rustin Donaldson used to tell us this all the time. Hold on. The Cavalry's coming. Hold on, the Cavalry's coming. Good job there. By Milliken, you know, see, and that's what he would tell us. The defensive line, he held it and then just
that jet sweep came around and he played his job.
See, and that's how Coach Nelson used to tell us. You know, he used to say, get 1 yard across the line of scrimmage and then come downfield, and just in case for a reverse or something of that nature. Good job there.
Yeah, watch that.
So good job there by the Bulls defense. So 3rd and long coming up for the Tigers. What is this? What do we say, Peyton? Bend, but don't break. Okay. So ball snapped, looking to pass, split out wide to the left. Here comes Starr, and he throws it, completes it, and he's going to get enough for a 1st down on the reception. Braun.
Good read there by the quarterback. I thought he was going to get sacked or even start running the ball, but he found the open guy and made a good throw.
See, and something that I'm just itching to watch is the Bulls offense.
Yes, I'm excited.
I am itching to watch it, you know.
Looks like from the Bulls' 16-yard line. They had him flushed there for a little bit.
So, and you know, when you have an athletic quarterback like that, you know, it's just hard to think what he's going to do. I mean, see what he's going to do. I mean,
it looks like he's just going to take off and run there.
2-receiver set, both out to the right. Man come in motion. I think that's a lineman in motion. Quarterback going to keep it himself, going to get in between the guard and the center, pick up a couple. 2nd down. Flag fly after the play.
Late hit, I think, on us.
So you got to keep your head. You got to keep your head.
What I tell you, penalties. We have to got to watch our penalties right now.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, but sportsmanlike conduct on the Bulls.
So that's going to be half the distance to the goal line. I think that's how. Yep.
Looks like we have 1st and goal.
Yeah, 1st and goal from the 5-yard line.
Is that 1st and goal or not? Yeah, it is 1st. Oh, look, he's inside the deal. I don't think so. That's sportsmanlike.
So the Tigers going to rush to the line of scrimmage. Ball snap. Quarterback going to keep it himself. Going to split it, run out to the right. 5-10 touchdown. Tigers, their first blood. Number 15 on the carry, Matt Parker. 2-point conversion attempt on the way. See, Peyton, you know, penalties kind of just
it hurt. I mean,
it just hurt that defensive drive. I mean, we held him 3rd down 3 times.
Oh, we had offsides, face mask, and
an unsportsmanlike.
Yep.
I mean, 30 yards worth of penalties in just 2 of those penalties. So I mean, you can't can't do it.
Yep.
It's hard to overcome. Ball snapped. Going to keep it to the fullback. Going to lower his shoulder. He's going to get in to the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. All right, Payne. So we kind of had to bail off on some of our pregame. So you know, like you said, keys to the game are penalties and turnovers. So what would you say for this young Bulls team? what would you say that the season goals are?
So the first thing about season goals, I'd probably say, is to keep injuries low. I mean, last year we were hit with so many injuries that, I mean, it's kind of hard to play through injuries. It really is.
Like, I think, how many quarterbacks did we go through? About
3 or 4, I think.
3 or 4?
It's hard. I mean,
Yep.
you can't. What can you do on that when that happens? You can't. I mean, you don't ever see injuries happen like that fast. So I'd say stay healthy, and of course, season goals is to contend for the playoffs. I mean, that's every year. I mean, I want to see us in the state championship every year competing. So I say that's probably the 2 of the goals I'd say for our season right now.
And, the Bulls' play style is pretty unique, because you go from a high-scoring offense, 70, 60, 50 points a game with Jaden Hall, Nathan Smith, and then you also got McGowan, and then you go from, one of the most scoring teams in the land to we're a 3-yard in a cloud of dust.
Yeah.
3 times 4 is what, 12?
Yep. First down every time.
The first time, 20% of the time it works every time,
Yep.
And so that's just kind of what you expect when you play this younger Bulls team. It's stifling defense and power run game. Okay, we're going to – what we're doing. We know what we're doing. Stop it. Yeah. That's what it comes down to, is the battle in the trenches from the Hogs, the most athletic people on the football field.
I agree with you on that.
So illegal kick out of bounds. That's going to set up the Bulls nicely.
I thought we were going to see the NFL kicking rules on ours. I was getting ready. I was like, well, why are we lined up that way? So used to watching the NFL now.
So we're gonna take over at the 35-yard line. Here's that chance to see that Bulls offense with, looks like at the helm is going to be number 2, Gonzalez, Frankie. Got 2 receivers set, Parker and Cowan. Look a little bit confusion. Over to the left side, you got Jackson and Cowan, excuse me. Gonzalez going to bring Kane in motion, and from the start, it's a little bumpy, maybe little first game jitters.
We always have those. It happens like that, but
little first,
especially somebody.
Especially with kind of like the injury process that we went through last year, but it's hard to beat yourselves.
Yes.
Okay, I mean you can't. It's hard to get those 1st and 15s to a first down. You know what I mean? I mean it's just difficult when you put yourself behind the sticks. Ball snapped. Handoff to Cowan. Jet sweep. Going to try to get around the corner, and he's going to be tackled down for a loss of about 3 yards. 2nd and 18 coming up for the Bulls.
You see there too, Austin, on the defense, Hollis, the DN, what did he do? Got 1 yard up, did his job, waited for the jet sweep to come his way.
See, and also the corner did a really good job coming up and setting the edge and making him cut inside.
You don't see very much cornerbacks setting the edge anymore.
Nope. So, shotgun formation for the Bulls. 2 receivers set. Cowan in the backfield. Gonzalez going to keep it himself. Good block there by Cowan. Going to pick up back to the original line of scrimmage, 8-yard gain. Going to bring up about a 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 situation. So 3rd and long for the Bulls on their first drive. Are you going to? What do you do if you're the Hollis Tigers here? Do you play run? Do you play pass?
On defense, I'd probably say play pass here. Watch for a play action pass, probably to the right side, or even. I wouldn't be surprised if quarterback boot left. You never know on those situations like that.
And that play was set up nicely by Draven and Cowan, blocking there. They both just set that edge for Frankie, gave him a little bit of running room. And I will tell you, the Bulls have athletes. I mean, the Bulls have athletes. They just need a little bit of room, a little bit of space.
We got Draven in the backfield.
Draven and Gonzalez in the backfield. Ball snapped over the head, and it's going to be recovered by the Tigers. From the gate. Peyton, what we talked about. What did we talk about? Turnovers?
Turnovers and penalties right now.
Turnovers
those are the
and
keys of the
penalties
game.
were the keys of the game, and it looks like that's kind of what's killing the Bulls right now.
1st and 10 Tigers from the Bulls' 24-yard line.
So the Tigers will take over at the 24-yard line. So you got to get a stop on defense here.
This
Turnover time.
What's your favorite saying right here?
Bend, but do
break.
not break. That's what the Bulls need to do right here. They need to bow their neck and get a stop here and get the ball back in their offense's arms. So, little three wide receiver split out wide to the left, shotgun formation, quarterback all alone. Here comes Levi Milliken. Levi Milliken from the sack down at the 35-yard line. That's number 88, Levi Milliken, the senior.
On the carry was number 15.
He came storming off of that edge,
That's
pretty much.
And I was like,
unblocked.
Just didn't know where he was going to go, and he was right there.
A big loss for the Tigers there. Brings up.
See, and Levi Milliken brings so much to the table for the Bulls because he is one of the he is the there's two seniors, excuse me. There are three seniors for the Bulls this year, and Levi, he's been pretty much a 4-year starter.
I mean, since he was a freshman,
Since he was a freshman, he's been getting very big amount of playing time, and it's going to be a toss to the right. Good job there by Kane Cowan there on the tackle. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage there. I mean, and I love to see that from Kane coming down from the safety position and just getting into the nitty-gritty, getting scrappy with it. Because, a lot of secondary players, they don't like contact anymore. I mean,
but I love when people come and make contact with the ball carrier.
Some of the most devastating hits that I've ever seen have been from secondary players. I don't know if you've heard about this guy named Brian Dawkins. Okay, he played for the Eagles back in the day.
He was just okay, wasn't he?
Hall of Famer. So shotgun formation, one receiver set, ball snapped, drop back to pass, steps up in the pocket, and he's balls out, recovered by the Bulls. Number 1, Tyree Jackson on the recovery. Never mind, that was 7, Reichert on the recovery.
Parker with a fumble on the play.
Good job by the Bulls. What did I say, Peyton? Turnover time, baby.
Turnover
time.
10 Bulls.
The 31-yard line, the Bulls will set up shop. See, that last drive, we were just letting the bread rise, but now it's time to put it in the oven and get us a score in the end zone. So 2 receivers set, Cowan in motion, ball snap. Gonzalez going to keep it to the right side, going to try to bounce it out, going to pick up maybe 2 on the carry, going to bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Bulls. Number 64 in on the tackle for the Tigers. That is Wyatt Warren, Jr.
1-yard gain for the Bulls brings up.
Gonzalez going to get the play call from Coach Whitfield. They're on the side.
I like their offense, too. We're spreading out, kind of going wide on the wide side of the field, and we're kind of getting more motion, just kind of confusing them a little bit.
See, and I'm not sure if you necessarily remember, but back in the day, the Carnival offense for Balko. I mean, the Carnival offense was probably the craziest thing that I've ever seen.
Because it looks like it'll work. It works every time.
You just have to have the right 8 players to run it, and it will just work to perfection. Drop back to pass. Gonzalez stepping up in the pocket. He's got a man. Cowan going to be tackled back at the line of scrimmage.
And on the tackle for the Tigers, number 1, Chris Saldana.
Number 1 in on for the tackles, Solana.
About a gain of 2.
I do apologize if I'm saying that incorrectly.
3rd and 7 for the Bulls.
So another 3rd and long situation coming up for the Bulls. Got the play call from Coach Whitfield. See what the Bulls draw up here. You got 2 wide receivers set out to the left. 2 receivers split out wide to the left. Shotgun formation coming up for the Bulls. And they got him to jump. That's going to be a free 5 yards. 3rd and 2 coming up. Just like 3rd and long. It turns from 3rd and long just to 3rd and short, just like that. And now maybe you can look at handing it off to old Draven Starr.
That's big. That's a big 5 yards, too.
Huge 5 yards.
Offside, Hollis brings up 3rd and a long 3 for the Bulls.
So Gonzalez gets the play call. I'd almost kind of think that you have to run the ball here. I mean, with how the Bulls have been running it, but then again, that could be what Hollis is expecting.
Do the play action pass here to get them going, get them on the toes.
So, shotgun formation, ball snap, going to hand it off. Frankie going to keep it himself.
Frankie Gonzalez on the carry.
It's going to be probably about a yard shy.
15, Matt Parker, and
Matt Parker in on the tackle for the
Fourth,
Tigers.
See, fourth and a long one right
Fourth
there.
and a
Short one, actually.
it's a
A
long
little bit closer.
one.
Closer than I thought a little bit.
I will say, with the sun beaming down at us like this, it is kind of hard to see the
can't
yard
see,
lines.
I
I
can see
mean,
really good.
but it looks like the Bulls are on the. They're on the football field, that's for sure.
Oh.
I think they're on the 40.
That's good. It's good that we know that.
So if you're Hollis here, what are you yelling? Watch the ball, watch the ball, watch the ball. I mean, that's
you have to watch the ball here.
Ball snapped.
Quarterback sneak by number 2, Frankie Gonzalez.
Looks like they might not have gotten it, but turnover on downs is kind of what it's showing.
I think, yep. Just a little bit short.
Looks like the Bulls
They're going to measure it.
Yep.
have a measurement here.
Can't tell, Austin.
Short, but we can see that from here.
See what the ruling on the field's going to be. I think they're going to be about the size of the football short.
It's going to be first down one way or another.
It's a very good observation, Terry.
So we get ahead of the game.
Looks like the Bulls are a little short. Turnover on
So
downs.
turnover on downs for the Bulls.
First and 10 for the Tigers.
So you know,
Bulls
your defense can
40
only
yard
do
line.
so much before the Tigers are going to get their shots in and break one. I mean, see, that was a huge turnover caused there by the Bulls defense, and you just opportunity. You just got to
Of
capitalize.
course, I say
on it.
Hollis played that defense because
Yep.
I didn't think they were going to cover that outside route really good, and they did. So credits to Hollis there.
Quarterback keeper tackle there on
Matt Parker on
the play, loss of about 5 yards. Number 5 there, that is Keenan Doherty in on the tackle. Good job by him staying home and making a play, And he did a really good job playing both the running back and the quarterback.
That's hard to do,
That
too,
is really
especially.
hard to do. I mean, especially – and that's what I mean when I say that we have athletes out there. I mean so second and forever for the Tigers. 2 receivers split out wide to the left. Ball snap, little screen play. Going to get up as much as he can. Going to pick up enough for a first down.
To number 64, Wyatt Warren.
Number 64 is out there living every offensive lineman's dream.
Yes, that screen pass. I mean, wouldn't you love to do that, Austin?
Oh, you have no idea. I tried to talk old Aaron Marlette into it one year. I was like, Coach, let me run the ball one time. Let me just run it one time. He'd be like, he'd just look at me and he'd just turn around and walk away. He wouldn't even listen to the idea.
There we go. Take penalty on Hollis right there.
So that was a heck of a turn of events because I was getting ready for first
I
down
didn't see
for the Tigers.
I didn't see a penalty or nothing out there.
But I will say everything's yellow to me right now. I mean, I can see splots of red and white. That's about it. So you got a 3 receiver, a little trips action out here to the right. Quarterback all alone in the backfield, shotgun formation. Ball snap, looking to throw it. Pressure gets to him, going to have to step up and run it. He's got one man to beat, going to get by him, and it's going to be 3rd and 1. Tyree Jackson in on the tackle.
Was that a design play, or did he just take off and run with it?
I think the pressure just kind of got to him from the edge, and he stepped up in the pocket, and nobody was kind of there. See, and so that's, I mean, of course, as a defensive tackle, or nose guard, you want to get pressure, but your main job is pocket.
Hold the gaps, too.
Hold the pocket.
Yep.
I mean, like you want your defensive ends to come off the edge and try to make that play. You're there to keep the pocket set. I mean, you're there to keep the pocket set so all the running lanes are filled. You smelling what I'm stepping in?
I do.
So 3rd and 2 for the Tigers. 2 receivers split out wide to the left. Quarterback keeper by himself going to try to get up in there. And looks like he's going to have enough for a first down. I will say Levi Milliken, he is just flying
has about
everywhere.
4 or 5 tackles already.
And a sack. And a sack and a forced fumble.
Yep.
First and 10 for the Tigers.
I mean, he's already kind of fighting for contention for my Watonga Cheese Factory player of the game. And that's going to do it for your first quarter. Bulls trailing the Tigers 8-0.
Your score is the Hollis Tigers 8.
So Peyton, what did you get out of that first quarter? What do you see that the Bulls could improve on? What they're doing really well?
I think our defense is doing pretty good right now, other than that first drive. Get the jitters out like we were talking about. And offense, we just gotta keep doing our thing. We just gotta keep blocking, keep running our plays. And what's killing us right now, I think, is penalties. Penalties is absolutely killing us right now. It's 4 penalties on the first drive. First drive of the game was the first 2 drives, I would say. But keep the penalties off, and we'll be just fine. But that penalties, 30 yards of penalties in that first drive, that gave Hollis some momentum.
See, but I will have to say that the beginning of football season is probably my least favorite part of football season. Yes, the anticipation and the excitement, but, playing at the beginning of September, you're going from summer to fall, and it's just like –
It's still, 90 degrees outside right now?
It is pretty toasty. I don't know.
I'm ready for winter. I'm ready for 50 degrees.
I mean, I think when what's his name had in mind that song "Boys of Fall," I don't think that it was 101 degrees outside.
Why would they want that?
But yeah, like you were saying, you got to keep the penalties at a minimum because once you get behind the sticks, then it starts getting hard. You can handle your 3rd and 7, 2nd and 7s, all that good jazz.
But you really don't have a play for like 3rd and 15.
Yeah,
you don't have a play for that.
Not a lot of coaches have something in their playbook for 3rd and 15, and especially not for 4th and 15. I can think of one play that coaches have in their playbook for 4th and 15. I think it's punt. I'm gonna have to say that's just about
sometimes,
it. I mean, especially with the Bulls' play style, once you get behind the sticks, that kind of eliminates our 3 yards in a cloud of dust type.
Yep.
Our mindset because 3 times 4 is only 12. So you're
really
3 yards shy.
Really hard to do that. It's really hard to do that on 4th and 3rd or 18 or 2nd and 18.
So Bulls defense back out there, shotgun formation or under center. Excuse me, going to be a pitch to the right side. Going to pick up about 6 yards. Going to bring up a 2nd and 4 for the Tigers. Gage Reichert in on the tackle. See, I will have to say it's really nice being up here with Coach Taylor and Terry because, I don't have to look at the roster anymore to see who made the tackle or who had the reception. Because, Coach Taylor's over there just giving me all the information I need.
You think my son would come up here now?
So under center look coming up for the Tigers. Little wing T action. Is this wishbone, Peyton?
I think it's a wing T.
Inside zone into 64. I think he might be like a Demetrius Flowers type player, tight end / fullback, but also a lineman. I mean, I don't know. But I will say, seeing number 64 sitting out there in the slot, it's kind of giving me a moment of proudness. I'm not going to lie,
You'll see a 64 number playing fullback, wide receiver, tight end.
I mean, but now in today's game, there's no longer a number ban or change or whatever it is. You see defensive linemen wearing like number 0, and you're like, what? So shotgun formation, ball snap, going to be an inside handoff. He's going to get the edge, and he's going to be finally brought down, but not until he scores. Touchdown Tigers.
19-yard run.
19-yard touchdown carry.
Touchdown for the Tigers.
Two-point conversion on the way for the Tigers after their 19-yard scurry. .59 to go here in the first half of play. Current score 14-0. Wing T formation. Ball snapped, inside handoff. Quarterback going to keep it, throw, and two-point conversion is good. So that's going to bring your score 16-0. Tigers on top.
Score with 10:59 left in the second quarter. Hollis 16.
See, and
Balko
and that's kind of what I said at the beginning of this drive. You know, it's hard for your defense.
Well, it's hard to stop that too, because that wing tee is. I don't think I've ever seen a wing tee in an 8-man football. It's probably the first time I've ever seen the wing tee. So it's tough. That quarterback's so good. I thought he handed the ball off there, and I didn't realize he even had the ball. Mm-hmm. But they run that wing tee to perfection.
Misdirection, and you know. Hollis has got some athletes. I mean, they got some dudes.
For as long as we've known them, they know how to play football.
Well, it hurts us being long with a quarterback screen.
And like what I was saying, you know, your offense kind of. I mean, I know a lot of the players are playing both ways, so it doesn't really matter, you know, giving your defense a break, and so to speak. But you know, when you're running offense, you know, it's not necessarily as tiring as defense because you're not having to go here or there or there. Yeah. You kind of know where the play's going, so you kind of have a one-way set point of where you're going to go. I mean, but you know, you just kind of got to shake the rust off. You know, get the WD-40 out. You know, start spraying around. You know, and let's play some bull football. You know what I'm saying?
Get some confidence in us and let's get going.
So, going to be doing the kicking duties for the Tigers is going to be number 22, Brody Weisenat. Back deep to return for the Bulls. Looks like Kane Cowan and number 12, Braylon James.
And number 12, Braylon James.
So, you know, Payne, it's very unlikely, but you still got to
watch. What do you have to watch for here?
The old onside.
Yep.
And it's a little pooch kick to the middle, and it's going to be returned. And it's going to be brought down on number 20 there, Zane Flowers. So the Bulls are going to set up shop at the about the 39-40 yard line. See, and what I've kind of seen is kind of like a lack of rhythm. You know, kind of you got to get some momentum going. You know, you gotta and you know it's hard to set up plays when you're 3 yards behind the sticks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so Gonzalez is going to bring a man in motion. Going to keep it himself. Looking to make something happen. He's going to lower his shoulder, and he's going to be brought down after about a 7-yard carry. Going to bring up a 2nd and 3.
Frankie's on the ball really good today. I mean, ducks his head and tries to trick people over.
A 6-yard gain by Gonzalez brings up 2nd and 4 for the Bulls.
See, in the Tigers, I think they're kind of running. I think they're running a 3-2.
Is it 2?
But it kind of looks like almost like a
2. It looks like a, I don't know.
Yeah, 3-2.
3-2, yeah, 3-2. Almost a 4.
Ball snap, looking to throw. Going to have to scramble out to the right. Going to let one fly, and it's going to be intercepted by the Tigers. Intercepted by the quarterback, number 15, Matt Parker.
He's an athlete. I mean, he knows how to play.
What is that?
33, 32.
32.
Yeah.
So the Tigers will set up shop at about the 32-yard line.
The Tigers take over 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line.
So see what the Tigers have. I mean, I bet we can start to see more of exactly because I've only seen them run like 5 plays. I mean, that's the
first screens. They're in those long screens, and then that wing T fullback, HB dive, and quarterback keep.
I mean, so shotgun formation, one receiver set. Ball snap, looking to pass. He's got a man across the middle, and it's going to be completed. Solana is going to be in a foot race, and he's going to be finally brought down by number 11, Parker, on the tackle. But not until he gets into scoring position inside the 20. It's red zone action for the Tigers.
Where's it at, the 20?
29. I think.
19.
Oh, 19.
1st and 10 for the Tigers from the Bulls. 19.
See, and you know, we've talked about this a lot, Peyton. What is the best pass defense?
Pass rush. I mean, it's they can't throw the ball if there's already defenders back there.
And that's kind of what I see that the Bulls are kind of depending on is that pass rush by Milliken and by Doherty and up front to get to the quarterback because, you kind of see like a lack of coverage in the flats and across the middle. Ball's out. But it's going to be returned recovered by the Tigers. But, that puts them second in forever. Chance for the Bulls, after that big play given up on defense.
I'll watch right here, watch the screen pass.
Yep.
Gage Rickards applying the pressure on.
Because, you try to get some of this back. Of course, you're not going to get all 22 yards back. But once you get into that third and manageable, and then then your playbook opens up a lot more from.
Maybe be able to run the ball too here, but I just watch for a screen pass here.
3 wide receivers split out wide left. Looking to pass. Here comes the pass rush. He's directing traffic, and it's going to be overthrown. Intended for Solana. Incomplete. Third down coming up for the Bulls. And, Peyton, there's NFL action tonight. The Eagles and the Packers are playing in Brazil.
That's a pretty far drive, I would say. Too far to drive.
And you know what? I've heard that that it has taken 3 months to get all the gear for both teams to Brazil.
3 months. I did
3 months.
Not know that.
I was reading a report on that, and one of the GMs were talking about NBC Coach Taylor. Ball snap, drop back to pass into the flats, incomplete. Fourth down for the Tigers. But any Hoosers, because in soccer, you take about 40, 50 people to games, okay? All your executives, all that good jazz. Well, on an NFL staff, there's 120 people. Okay, so, it's just not, one bus trip. I mean,
that's a couple trips, I would say.
I mean, and so the amount of people that they had to fly out and all this, because I saw that it was 80,000 pounds of NFL equipment.
Holy smokes.
80,000 pounds was transferred to Brazil. I mean, that's I don't know if you know this, but that's a lot of pounds.
That's a little bit more than what me and you are, I'll tell you that.
So drop back to pass, looking to throw. Pocket collapsing, going to let one fly. He's got a man, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
Touchdown for the Tigers.
See, you just can't give that up. Especially like third and long, you always get fourth and 21. You got to have the guy. You got to make sure you're the deepest man.
Deep as the deepest man.
Yep.
2-point conversion.
I mean, and that is really good pocket presence by the quarterback getting outside and just
he
letting
was
it
close
swing.
to getting sacked too. I mean, he's pretty close to getting sacked. So it's a really good throw by the quarterback.
So 2-point conversion is no good on the play. 22 zilch is your score after that. And after the turnover by the Bulls. See, and points off of turnovers, I mean, you see the Bulls, I mean, you see the Tigers, and they're capitalizing on some mistakes that the Bulls are having, your turnover on downs,
It was pretty much our
turnovers, I mean.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's just –
give them momentum. I mean, that's what we talked about, we just got to find a way to get it back.
And then Saturday, Woo Pig Suey
plays OSU.
You got Michigan, the Sooners and Houston.
Michigan versus Texas. That's
at
a good
Ann
one.
Arbor. Hook 'em horns. You won't ever hear me say that again, but we may or may not have bets on the line. I will say this, though. I would much rather wear burnt orange than that other orange. I can't really say because we're in the panhandle of Oklahoma. A lot of OSU fans in this part of the world,
Kicking off with the Tigers is number 22, Brody Wisnett.
So Brody Wisnett kicking off for the Tigers. Back deep to return for the Bulls is number 0, Cowan. But I can almost bet that it's going to find Parker there in the middle.
Almost onside there almost.
Just get on it. There you go. And the Bulls recover. Going to be about the 37-yard line is where they're going to set up shop. 36, 37-yard line.
What about you, Austin? I like that kick. I mean, that's almost can recover that.
See, my senior year, we didn't really have anybody who could kick the ball very deep. We didn't really have anybody who could kick the ball deep. So what we used to do is we had this guy, he graduated. His name is Torndar, and we would lay the football on its side, and he would just kick the middle of the football. And it'd be kind of like a squib onside type thing. Draven Starr on the carry.
Number 42, Draven Starr on the carry. Tackle made by number 15, Matt Marker.
See, and Peyton, that's the offense that we remember from last year, with the Bulls. Draven Starr in between the numbers just –
let's call it 4. 4-yard gain by Starr brings up 2nd and 6 for the Bulls.
So 2nd and 5 coming up for the Bulls. Pistol look, ball snap. Gonzalez going to keep it himself, going to try to get the edge, and he's going to be tackled down for about a loss of 1 there.
Brought down by number 33.
Number 33 for the Tigers on the tackle. Going to bring up a 3rd and a long 6.
3rd and 6 for your Bulls.
So Coach Whitfield getting the offensive play. It's going to be a 3 receiver set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation, Starr and Gonzalez in the backfield. Ball snap, looking to throw. Going to scramble out to the left, going to let one fly, and it's going to be incomplete.
Pressured there by number
4th and 6 coming up for the Bulls.
Brings up 4th and 4 for the Bulls. Excuse me, 4th and 6 for the Bulls.
Like you need to stay with blocking there.
Let's see, who's punting? Keenan?
Yep.
And the punt is up. It's going to get a Bulls bounce, and it's going to land out of bounds at about the 36-yard line.
Doherty's punt goes out of bounds on the Tiger 36-yard line.
So Peyton, you gotta rely on the Bulls defense here. Gotta rely on the Bulls defense.
Yes, we
here.
gotta. What did you say last time? Turnover time.
Turnover time. The Bulls have got to get a stop here. Or defensive touchdown, some of that nature. You smell what I'm stepping in here?
Pick 6 would be nice.
So, be interesting to see what the Tigers come out in. 2 receivers or 1 receiver set. Ball snapped. Ball's on the ground.
Ball on the ground.
And it's recovered by the Tigers in a
When
very
they fumble, the ball just goes right back to them. That's 2 fumbles there.
A very OSU-like bounce right there. A very OSU-like bounce. Where it literally touched his toes, and he did like a soccer kick, and it landed back in his hands. I mean,
it's pretty impressive, what to say.
So, 2nd and about 14, 15 coming up for the Tigers. What other big games? You got NC State. They're playing Tennessee.
That's at NC State, at the Wolfpack.
At the Wolfpack.
That might be the only other big game tomorrow night.
Ball snapped, outside pitch, holding on the play. Good job there by
Big hit by number 5, Keenan Doherty for the Bulls.
Keenan Doherty bringing the wood there. Good legal hit right there. Good job there by Doherty, but I think it's going to be taken off because I think it was a hold anyway.
What was it? Was there a flag?
Yeah. So
See, and I agree with what Coach Nichols was doing there because you down over distance.
Right.
Down over distance. But you don't want to eliminate the fact that the Tigers scored on 4th and 22 last.
That would have been, what, 2nd and 25-ish?
Yep.
Around there. So
Ball snap, quarterback looking left, incomplete. Going to bring up a 4th down. You got to think that they're going to punt here.
yes, but what do I always tell you?
Watch the fake.
Watch the
the
fake. You have to watch the
It's
fake.
kind of like we've almost broadcasted a couple games
I
together.
think we have.
15 for the Tigers.
We got about, what, 40 games under our belt? 30 some
I
odd?
think we're getting north of 40. So
Yep.
Hey, is that 22?
Yeah.
Running for the Tigers is number 22.
So-
Brody Wisnant.
Punt coming,
Back deep
and he's
for
going to
the Bulls.
give a banger of a punt.
Cowan.
And it's going to get a very good Tiger bounce. Peter, get away from it. Going to land at about the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Bulls.
See, I can start to see the numbers now. You know, the sun's going down.
Yeah, so
I mean,
thank goodness.
the viewers can probably see it a little bit better on their screen.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's glaring pretty bad earlier.
it was a pretty good glare. I mean, we'll have to say the Lord did a very good job with the sun today. I mean,
He
it was
really
very
good job.
bright.
Really good job today.
So you got to get something going here for the Bulls offense because I don't think that they have crossed the 50-yard line yet.
No, well, with this we get ball after half too.
So you know, get a score here, play defense, and then come out at halftime. All the momentum's for you.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's an incompletion, little out of reach
Number 0, Kane
for Cowan.
Number 15, Matt Parker.
See, and last year I had a nickname for Kane because he would make all kinds of plays out there on defense. He was my freshman phenom. Okay, Kane Cowan, he was just everywhere. I mean, I think he was even one of the quarterbacks that played.
He did.
I mean,
He was.
I think
he
played quarterback.
Played a little quarterback last year.
Yep. And so Gonzalez comes into the game. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Bulls. 2 receivers split out wide to the left. Gonzalez in the backfield all alone. Ball snapped. Looking to run it, trying to get upfield, and he's going to be tackled down by number 22 there.
Number 20, Brody Wisnick.
Wisnant in on the tackle. So going to bring up a 3rd and about 6 coming up, long 6.
I like that play call too. Kind of run to the far side there, but man, Hollis played that perfectly there. Their ends, what we always say, do their job, and
Yep.
they do their
Yep.
job.
I will say the Balko-Forgan, they got a really good group of cheerleaders out there. There's about 17. They got about 17 cheerleaders out there.
17, yeah, you're right.
I mean, so ball snap, looking to throw for Gonzalez. Steps up into the pocket, and the pocket collapses, and he's going to lose about 2 yards there on the sack. 4th down coming up. So you got to think that another punt is coming up for the Bulls.
Wouldn't be a bad time here for a fake either.
Like maybe a loss of 1 for the Bulls.
So it looks like
Looks like 4th and 7.
see what. Yep, punt unit is out there.
Punting for the Bulls is number 5, Keenan Doherty. Back deep for the Tigers is number 1, Chris Saldana.
Oh, offsides.
Offsides on the
Ooh.
defense.
That is a really, really good 5 yards for us.
What is that, 4th and 1 maybe, 2?
See, now you start. Now your playbook kind of opens up, and
Yeah.
you're like, I think you may go for this one here.
The penalty makes it 4th and 2 for the Bulls.
Play clock there.
Whitfield, he's going for it, baby.
And Coach Whitfield looks to be going for it on 4th and 1. Gonzalez comes into the huddle with the play.
Probably try to get him on a hard count here.
Probably try to get him on a hard count, but I can almost think of a quarterback blast, maybe a jump pass.
Yeah, maybe a jump pass wouldn't be bad here either.
Ball snapped, Gonzalez, and he's going to be tackled for a loss.
He's going to be sharp start of the game.
So turnover on downs.
Down by number 9, Parker Sikora for the Tigers.
Sikora in on the tackle for the Tigers. 4:14 left to go here in the first half of play.
4:14 left in the second quarter.
So you kind of you have. I mean, these last couple drives have been crucial, but this one is probably the most crucial of them all.
You have to get a stop here.
Because if they score here, then it starts to start rolling out of control and
so holding on the right side.
Holding there on the right side. I think number 66 is going to be responsible for that penalty there. And it is going to be chop block. That's 15 yards. That's 15-yard penalty. Trust me, I know a thing or two about a chop block. I mean, we played Tipton junior year, and we got called for about 4 of them. But I will say the nose guard that they had, he was only a sophomore, but he was about 6'4", 310, and let me tell you, he was a large man.
That's what you call a football player.
That was a
football player.
I mean, and he was probably the fastest defensive lineman I've ever seen. I mean, second. I saw John Custer play a couple times. So a timeout is called. We're going to take one with him, and we will be back live here on YouTube TV with more Bulls action. And we are back. Ball snap, going to inside handoff to 49, going to get down the right sideline. He's going to pick up a nice chunk of it back. Number 11, Gentry Parker, going to be credited for the tackle. He forced him out of bounds.
Part of me wants me to remember 49 from last year. I mean, he's a hard-nosed runner. I think I remember him playing last year. He looks really familiar.
I do not.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday.
I don't think you did.
So shotgun formation coming up for the Tigers. Ball snapped. Inside handoff. 49. Nice jump cut. Get out to the right side. And he's going to lower his shoulder. Pick up about 8 on the carry. Going to bring up about 3rd and a long 4, 5, 7.
That was good. We played that perfectly on defense too, but he just
the jump cut. Good move there.
Queen's carry makes it 3rd and 7 for the Tigers.
So, wing T look. Ball snapped, inside handoff. 64 going to pick up about 3 yards there. Going to bring up 4th and short. I can almost imagine that the Tigers are, in fact, going to go for it. So what do you got to do here if you're the Bulls?
Bend.
Watch the ball.
Oh, that too, but bend but don't break.
Give that one too. Ball's on the ground, ball's on the ground, ball's on the ground, ball's on the ground, and he's going to be crushed. Turnover on downs. Reichert, first one in there.
Parker brought down by number 20, Zane Flowers. Also number 7,
Bend,
Gage
but don't break.
But don't break. We're going to get T-shirts made. We're going to sell them out here in front.
$1 each.
$1 each.
For a college fund.
Yeah. Be like, for $1, you can help us make more sports bets.
From their own 29-yard line. 2:53 left in the second quarter.
So 2:53 left to go in the first half. Shotgun formation coming up for the Bulls. Receivers to each side, right and left. Gonzalez, backfield, ball snapped. He's going to keep it himself, going to pitch it out to
number 42,
Draven Star. Flag flies. I don't know what it's going to be on,
big game by Star.
but I think it might be coming back.
Have flags on the play.
I don't know.
Holding
about
on the
Looks like
offense.
we have holding on the Bulls.
I will have to say it was really close.
Every play there was a holding.
A really good lineman coach once told me is that there is a hold
Every play.
on every play.
It
It's
really
just
is.
how good are you at hiding it? And, I just don't know about that
I
one.
didn't know either. I didn't really see much on that.
But I will have to say I'm fairly biased for usually the teams that I go for. So, in my opinion, that's a horrible call. Okay, that is an awful call. But, that's just being biased for your sports teams. So, shotgun formation, ball snapped.
Number 5, Doherty on the carry, brought down by number 49.
So he's going to be tackled for a loss, second down. Clock is running, 2:30 left to go in the first half. If you're the Bulls, you got to get something going and going quick.
Looks like a
Doherty
loss
going to
of
stay
field play
in
for the
on that.
Bulls. Brings up 2nd and 14.
Let's see what Coach Whitfield has in play here. Cowan bringing the play in. Whatever it is, you got 15 seconds to get lined up and snap the ball. You better get a little move on here. You don't want to have to waste a timeout, which is looking like it might have to. Got to get to the line of scrimmage. Watch Coach Whitfield call for a timeout here. And that's exactly what's going to happen, and we're going to take one with them, and we will be back live here on YouTube TV with more Bulls action. Second and 14 coming up for the Bulls. Ball snap. Gonzalez looking to pass.
Gonzalez's pass.
And it's caught!
Pass interference, too. It's going to be a pass interference.
For number 0, Kane Cowan. Also, Gentry Parker there.
It was incomplete.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pass interference on the defense there.
Yeah, pass interference. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. See what the call is. Pass interference. All
Looks like
defense.
we have pass interference on the Tigers.
Scared me there, Austin.
So that's going to be accepted.
It might not be an automatic. It's not an automatic first down anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, we came upon this last year.
New rule change.
So
Year 2.
rule change. So 2nd and 1. Just give it to us. I mean.
Oh, no, first down. It's first down.
Huh. Oh, Derry. Huh.
Penalty makes it an automatic first down for your Bulls.
So first down for the Bulls.
Balko-Forgan.
Minute 48 left to go here in the second quarter. It's time for the Bulls to get a churn in here. Shotgun formation, 2 receiver set. Gonzalez takes a snap.
Oh, what I saw there. But
False start.
Flag on the play, legal procedure on on your Bulls makes that 1st and 15.
1st and 15 coming up for the Bulls. So it's going to be shotgun formation, 2 receiver set. Parker and Cowan split out. Starr and Gonzalez backfield. Ball snapped. Gonzalez going to try to cut up field, cover up the ball. He's going to break free down the right side. Can he get a block? He does. Down the right sideline, cuts inside. Finally brought down at the 42-yard line. First down, Bulls. You got to show a little sense of urgency here. Minute 37 left.
Get up there.
Minute 37.
Makes it 1st and 10 Bulls.
I think
good run there by Frankie, too. I thought there's 4 or 5 Hollis guys. Like, holy smokes.
Thought he had him corralled, and he just did not
Broke
give up
every
on
tackle.
the play. I mean, good job there by
good
Gonzalez. Clock's running. Gotta go. Remember, Coach Whitfield also has 2 timeouts in his back pocket. So same formation coming up, shotgun formation for the Bulls, 2 receiver set. See what the Tigers got defensively. Ball snap. Gonzalez going to run out to the left, going to pitch it out to Starr. Starr going to try to cut up field, going to pick up about 4 yards, and then some. He's down.
Tackle made by
So almost under a minute left.
Also,
Like I said, you got to have a little sense of urgency, a little sense of tempo. Got to get in there.
a 2-yard gain by Starr brings up 2nd and 8 for your Bulls.
See, I think if you don't get a first down here, then you burn a timeout.
Yes.
I mean,
What if it's an incomplete pass?
but then you don't have to burn a
Same time.
timeout, Terry. Gonzalez takes a snap, looking to throw. It's going to be a quick pass out to Cowan. Cowan forced out of bounds. Going to stop the clock. That was another scenario. You wouldn't have to use a timeout. So 35 seconds left to go here in the first half. Bulls are chugging down the field.
Hollis's completion brings up 3rd and 6 for your Bulls.
So 3rd and 5 coming up for the Bulls. See, shotgun formation, same formation. Ball snap. Gonzalez looking to throw, going to try to step up in the pocket, and he's going to be swarmed. I think you call maybe a timeout here.
Yep.
Or do you let it run? Yep, timeout is going to be called.
Satan. Timeout Bulls.
So timeout going to be called. 4th down coming for the Bulls. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with more Bulls football. So 4th down. Ball snap. Gonzalez looking to throw. Here comes the blitzer. Starr tries to pick him up, and it's going to be tackled down at the 50-yard line. Ball's out. Going to be a turnover recovered by the Tigers, number 22. Recovered by Brody Wisnat.
Someone from Hollis is hurt right now.
Prayers that it's nothing serious. He's getting up on his own free will. That's always good to see. Going to jog off to the sideline.
Good to see him jog off there.
Parker Sikora. Good to see him jog off on his own power. Okay, 21 seconds left to go in the half.
21 seconds left.
I can almost bet
It's going to be a pass.
that Hollis is going to throw the football.
It's my educated guess, but we are bad at guessing.
And betting.
So it could be a run. But what I'd watch here is a screen pass. That screen pass is deadly.
Need the basketball horn.
So Coach Nichols giving a little pep talk to the Bulls defense, telling them, hey, deep is the deepest man. Don't get burnt deep.
Watch.
And if you're going to tackle him inbounds. Make Hollis use a timeout. So shotgun formation, ball snap, looking to throw.
Back to pass.
He's going to scramble out to the left. He's got a man on the right sideline, almost intercepted by Cowan.
Number 1, Chris Saldana. Nice break.
Saldana was the intended receiver. You know what? I think I've said his last name differently every single time I've said it.
Say it again.
So I'm going to save it, okay? Because I don't know how many more times I can enunciate it correctly or incorrectly. So it's going to be a one receiver set, split out wide to the right, shotgun formation. Ball snap, looking to throw, looking to the right. Here comes the pass rush. Ball's going to be thrown up to number 64, defended nicely by Parker, incomplete. Third down coming up for the Tigers. 6 seconds left to go here in the first half of play.
Was it 15 minutes and then 3 minutes?
6 seconds
2 minutes? 15
left
and
in your
2.
second quarter. 3rd and 10 for Hollis.
Well, it's 15-3. Is it 3 minutes to stretch? It's 3 minutes to stretch, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it was 15 and 3.
I think so. So what do you got to watch out here for?
A pass.
Hail Mary and
Got 6 seconds.
trick play.
Maybe reverse. Hook and ladder.
Pitch. Parker back to pass.
Looking to throw, scrambling all over the pocket. He's being ran down by Milliken.
Yes.
You just gotta.
I don't know what's going on here.
He's gonna throw it up. He's got a man completed down the left sideline, and he's gonna be 10-5 touchdown Tigers to end the first half.
Saldana's catch.
2-point conversion on the way.
50-yard touchdown pass from Parker. Makes your score Hollis 28.
What a play!
That looked like Johnny Manziel
against Alabama.
It definitely did. Holy cow!
Good night, 11. Had him running all over the pocket. He came over. He was going to the right, going to the
He
left.
was probably scrambling every bit of 20 seconds, I'd say. At least.
Nice stats.
Just a really good play there by the quarterback. Matt Parker, sophomore.
He's only a sophomore. Holy cow, he's good.
I feel like they're going to be saying his name quite a bit in Class B football here in the next couple years. 2-point conversion attempt is going to be short, no good, and that's going to take us to half. Bulls trailing 28-0. We're going to take a slight commercial break, and we will be back with our halftime analysis. Don't go anywhere. And we are back live here in Forgan, America, here in the Panhandle, where your Bulls are currently trailing 28-0. But, you know, Payne, you got to look at the bright sides of it. You know, you see that your defense is playing pretty good. Pretty good.
I mean, the only way they score is this if off, like, you know, that Hail Mary type play at the end of the deal and turnovers. I mean, they're getting the momentum off the turnovers.
See, and, you know, that last drive, Draven Starr was kind of showing us what he showed a little bit last year of, you know, hey, I can get us 4 yards a pop.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I can give us 4 yards a pop. I mean, just give me a chance. I mean, so you can probably expect to see him get a couple more touches, a couple more carries here in the second half of play.
35-yard line.
Start the clock and then they don't touch the kickoff.
So shotgun formation or under center look, no shotgun formation. Wide receiver comes in motion.
False start. Yeah, on Levi.
False start on the Bulls.
The Bulls brings up 1st and 15.
It's Canadian, man. It's Canadian. Everybody's going.
See, and like it got so bad. Like my junior year, we would always get offsides or holdings, and Coach Nelson said for every yard of penalties you would get, that's how much you have to run. Because one game we had like 170 yards worth of penalties, and let me tell you, practice was not fun on Monday.
I don't think that would be fun at all either.
Looking to throw, and it's intercepted. Chance had a return here going down the right sideline. Finally brought out of bounds by number 88, Levi Milliken.
Brought down by number 88, Levi Milliken.
So the Tigers are going to set up shop nicely already in Bull territory, but there is a flag on the field.
It was holding.
A holding on us.
There was a flag on the play, hold on the Bulls, which is declined. 1st and 10 from the Bulls, 23-yard line.
So if you're the Tigers here, you stay aggressive. You stay aggressive with what was working there in the first half.
That wing T, I mean, they probably got positive yards on every play they ran that formation.
So man comes in motion, ball snap, little pitch to the left. Good job there by Parker, getting out there making a tackle, but not after about a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Tigers.
The running back's hurt right now for Hollis.
Cramps. See, we had a kid that would do that just about every other play. His name was Chris Thompson. And
that hot, cold.
one of the funniest quotes that I've ever heard in my entire life, I'm not going to say who said it, but one time this kid was cramping, and a coach of mine came up and was talking to him, and he was scorning him, and he was saying, "Why are you cramping? It's cold outside." And I kind of looked over at him, and I was like, I don't think that's how cramps work. Probably in the middle of a game, just everybody's quiet. Everybody's quiet because they thought Chris was hurt, and then you hear, "Why are you cramping? It's cold outside." And then it was just, that's not how cramps work.
That's not how it works.
The legend of Nelson lives on.
Oh, man.
But I will say, though, that, you know, you got to stay hydrated throughout the day, and then bananas, pickle juice. I know as much as you can't stand pickles, but I love pickles. So, you know, we would even have these, like, little frozen pickles, like pickle pops.
Definitely
that we would eat throughout the day. And let me tell you, they were amazing.
I'll be okay. Just give me a Snickers bar.
I don't think that helps with cramps.
Give a round of applause there for Mr. McQueen as he walks off. McQueen's carry makes it 2nd and 5 for the Tigers.
So, good to see that it wasn't anything too.
Yes, I don't like seeing injuries at all.
So one receiver split out wide to the right, shotgun formation, single back, ball snap. Quarterback going to keep it himself, looking out to the right. He's going to try to get it to the outside, Draven Starr, but he's got blockers out in front of him, bounces it out to the left, got a little bit of daylight. 10-5, touchdown Tigers.
And touchdown for the Tigers.
Got some clips there. I thought there's possibly 2 clips.
2-point conversion attempt on the way.
I think, Austin, he's accounted for all the touchdowns the quarterback has, rushing, passing.
That would be a pretty good
guess on that.
Pretty good guess, I would have to say.
What is it on the 3 when it's 1 for 2 or
So
3.
right?
2-point conversion by the Tigers here.
from the 2-yard line, ball snap, going to inside handoff, going to try to, but Levi Milliken is there and breaks it up. 2-point conversion attempt, no good. 11 minutes left to go here in the third quarter of play. Bulls trailing 34-0. But, Peyton, there's still a lot. This isn't a district game. This doesn't go towards your standings in your district.
I've always considered these games kind of like
preseason.
Yeah, preseason.
Kind of like preseason. Week 0, week 1.
Kind of see where your team's at, what you're good at, what your tendencies are, what plays work. I've always considered these warm-up games for me just to see where we're at. You still I still want to win. I want to win every game, but you kind of just want to see how your team's looking like, what works, what doesn't work,
What do you need to, correct, and what do you need to work with? And
it's good. It's good to have games like you want to play teams in like different classes and stuff like that, kind of get you ready for your own district.
Because I will say, Class C1 is down a little bit in talent, but I can guarantee you that it's not necessarily going to be a cakewalk because you got some teams in there that are gonna fight for your top 4 spots.
Second through 4th.
Yeah, you got T Lake in there, Winoka, Boise City would even be kind of a sleeper team.
Oh, Boise City.
Boise City went up.
Holy
yes,
smokes,
I forgot about that. Boise City went up to B.
Beaver.
Shared Mutual.
Shared Mutual's in there.
Back deep for the Bulls is number
Who else is in the? Who are we forgetting? Is Tyrone?
Tyrone. Yeah, Tyrone's in our district.
Buffalo.
So
we got some pretty hard district, I would say.
So back deep to return for the Bulls is number 0, Kane Cowan, going to be doing the kicking duties for the Tigers. It's going to be a little squibber down the right sideline. It's a perfect little kick, and it's going to be recovered there by
the kickoff is recovered by the Bull number 20, Zane Flowers.
Zane Flowers on the recovery. So the Bulls are going to set up shop at about the 33-yard line.
Flowers' recovery makes it 1st and 10 for the Bulls from their 33-yard line.
So 2 receivers set. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Neutral zone.
I don't know. It could be both. It could be both on that. It's a little 50-50 there, Austin, we'll have to say.
Well,
looks like they did it at the exact same time, so.
We're going to go with my biased opinion here, and it was definitely encroachment.
I agree with you.
So 1st and 15 for the Bulls. Flowers in motion. Ball snap. Looking to throw. He's going to get a man across the middle. It's just kind of out in front of him. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up for the Bulls.
Completion makes it 2nd and 10 for your Bulls.
So Jackson comes into the game for the Bulls. Doherty taking the snaps. Him and Starr in the backfield. 2 receivers set. 1 to the right, 1 to the left. Ball snap. Inside handoff to Starr. And he's going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Would be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. But I think it's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. 3rd down and 16 coming up for the Bulls. Number 64 for the Tigers, Wyatt Warren in on the tackle. Junior, 6'2" junior. I will say, Peyton, that Hollis is also a very young team. I mean, I think they have.
How many seniors do they have?
I think they have 3 seniors. They do have.
The rest freshmen and sophomores?
The rest are freshmen, sophomores, and juniors.
Quarterback, though, what's his name?
Sophomore. That is Matt Parker.
Yeah, he is. He's a stud.
I mean, they got some players that I don't. What district in B are they? Are they
Hollis B1 or B2?
B1.
It's
So ball
gonna be
snap,
tough.
Doherty, pump fake, going to let one fly for Cowan. Kind of almost just dropped it into the breadbasket there. Good defense there by number 5, Lincoln Braun Jr.
See, that's what you do as a cornerback there, too. You mean, turn your head and make a play on the ball. And he did. And Kane even came up with a reception there almost after the tip pass.
So 4th down coming up for the Bulls. Kind of think that they might punt the ball here. Yep, and you can always tell when the Hogs, when you see an offensive lineman kind of trotting off, that it's going to be a punt. See, I had the privilege of calling an 11-man game one time, and the way that you knew that they were coming off to punt the ball, you would see 5 ginormous human beings jog to the sideline, and you're like, yep, they are going to punt. It's going to be kind of easy. And it gets a Balko-Forgan bounce, and they're going to set up shop at the 39-yard line. Tigers take over.
Punt makes it 1st and 10 for the Tigers from their 39-yard line.
So about 9:33 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tigers take possession. You know, Peyton, it's going to be pretty crucial here for the Bulls defense to kind of step up, get a stop here. You know, they've been playing well all night. You know, it's just some bad breaks on offense that have led the Tigers into really good scoring position. And, you know, sometimes it's really hard to bend and not break when they're in that good a position.
Yeah, I mean, most of their scores are just off turnovers tonight.
Yep. So ball snapped, inside handoff, going to bounce it out to the left. He's got speed. He's going to cut it back up, and he's finally brought down by number 7. That is Gage Reichert, Jr. He was also one of the quarterbacks that played last year for the Bulls. So we're going to go around Class B, or Class C, excuse me. Give you some scoring updates around. Wacomas on top of Buffalo, 30-8. Timberlake beating Ringwood 46-12. O'Keene and Winoka. Winoka was beating
16-8.
Was beating him 16-8. O'Keene kind of turned that around, is up 30-16 on the Railroaders. Ball snapped, inside handoff, going to give it to him again, and that's going to be close, if not enough, for a 1st down. Turpin and Tyrone at half, 30-20. Cardinals on top. Shattuck beating Beaver right now, 32-Zelch. Gary and Canton had a high-scoring affair. Gary 62, Canton 28. Oaks on top of Gans. Looks like that ball game is over, 50-0. Covdug beat Medford 52-6. So there's some scoring updates for around Class C. Looking to pass, gets it down into the flats, and he's first hit by Reichert, but he's finally going to be brought down. Loss of 1. Doherty in on the tackle.
Looks like a loss of 2 on the play.
So 2nd down and 12 coming up for the Tigers.
Hey, I do have another one. Wellington 34, Frederick, Oklahoma 0. Seriously.
Wellington?
Wellington, Texas 34, Frederick, Oklahoma 0.
So Wellington on top of Frederick, 34-0 at the half. So shotgun formation coming up for the Tigers. 1 man out wide to the right. A little pull action. Going to try to get it in. It's blown up on the play.
Big hit there.
Number 88, Levi Milliken, gave it no room.
Loss of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 14 for the Tigers.
So 3rd and a country mile coming up for the Tigers.
Hey, I have one more. Groover 42, Texoma 14.
That is a shocker. Groover on top of Texoma, 42-14. Coach Taylor, you got an update on what quarter that's in, or is that the ball game?
Quarter, 7:57 now.
7:57 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Texoma trailing Groover. So Parker's scrambling out to the right, going to let one fly. He's got a man. Good job there by Parker breaking it up. 4th down coming up for the Tigers. Really good job there by Parker. You know, you reading the quarterback, seeing where he's directing traffic and just break on the ball. Good job there by Parker.
Watching the ball too, not a penalty. Don't see that much in college football, even high school.
Not really. And, you know, I think he was playing on the opposite side of the field.
Yeah, so
he was
read that perfectly. Really good job by
Parker. He played that really well. So back deep to return the punt for the Bulls is number 0, Cowan. Going to be doing the punting duties is number 22, Brody Wisnant. And it is a bomb deep. Going to be called for a fair catch. Peter. So that is a really, really good punt there by the Tigers. Going to
5-yard line, isn't it?
Down at inside the 10. That's for sure. Really good punt there by the Tigers. So Doherty looking like he's going to be taking more of the snaps here in the second half. So 2 receivers set, Parker to the left, Cowan to the right. Shotgun snap. Doherty's going to keep it himself, going to try to get upfield, get as much as he can, maybe a gain of maybe 1 on the carry. Going to bring up 2nd and 9 for the Bulls.
Also there, number 24, Isis Luna. Loss of 1 for the Bulls.
So in comes the play from Coach Whitfield. 6 minutes and counting here in the third quarter of play. Tigers on top of the Bulls, 34-0. Bulls in possession inside their own 10-yard line. 2nd down. Ball snap, looking to throw, drops back in the pocket. He's got a man, and it's incomplete. Scary pass, triple coverage. But I will say that I like the pocket presence. The really good job there by the offensive line, you know, keeping the pocket clean for Doherty there. It's just kind of a gunslinger mentality. He kind of threw it into a danger zone with 3 people around him. But, you know, you just got to sometimes take chances and trust your wide receiver, and I like to see that from Doherty. So next week, Peyton, who do the Bulls play? The Bulls are playing Canton.
It's going to be at Forgan, I think.
At Forgan. The Bulls are taking on the Tigers again. Right, Canton Tigers, yep. I'm pretty sure they're the Canton Tigers. I remember back in the day when we used to play Canton in basketball. They were a very, very tough team. I think we played them.
Athletes.
I think we played them two times our junior year. We played them once at Canton and then another time at the Buffalo tournament. And let me tell you, they just had people that could shoot the skin off the ball. They had athletes. And then the week after that, they're going to be playing Boise City and then T-Lake. So, I mean.
Right into district.
Right into district play. So ball snap, looking to throw. He's going to let one fly out of bounds, incomplete. Pass rush kind of got to him. 4th down coming up for the Bulls.
Providing the coverage there for the Tigers. The incomplete pass makes it 4th and 13 for the Bulls.
Yep. Doherty going to be doing the punting duties for the Bulls. Back deep to return for the Tigers is Saldana. Saldana.
Receiving the ball there for the Bulls.
So they're going to set up shop nicely inside already Bull territory.
38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tigers from the Bulls, 38-yard line.
38-yard line is where the Tigers will take over.
Got an ESPN update here. Let's look at
See what that score is.
19-14. Yeah. About to be halftime. Looks like the Eagles are about to score. Hopefully.
Number 5, Lincoln Braun on the carry.
Flag flies. I think it's going to be holding. Let's go see how many yards passing that our guys have. Peyton, should we?
There on the tackle, Doherty, along with Gentry Parker. Looks like we have holding versus the Tigers.
BYU on top of SMU into the third quarter. Duke on top of Northwestern 7-3. And Indiana is having a really close game with Western Illinois right now. Indiana and Western Illinois having a shootout right now, Peyton. 70-3.
That is a shootout.
For Indiana.
The penalty makes it first and 20 for the Tigers.
So 1st and 20 coming up for the Tigers.
47-yard line.
Ball snap, gets it out to the flats, and he's going to be tackled down by number 42 there, Draven Starr.
Raven Starr for the Bulls. See, that'd be 6-yard loss there.
I think still at 47.
What is that, second and what?
26.
2nd and 26.
So 2nd and a country mile is what we'll call it. I don't necessarily know the exact yardage, but we'll just call it 2nd and a country mile.
What if you live in the city? Is it a city mile?
Yeah.
City block, I think, is what you could call it. City block there, Coach Taylor.
Like that. You can't stop off.
Quarterback going to keep it down the left side. Host of Bulls trying to track him down, and he's going to be finally pushed out of bounds, but not after he gets a nice sum of that back. Going to bring it up 3rd and manageable for the Tigers, because the Tigers have shown that they can convert on long distance.
I mean, they've been doing all game, the 4th and 21. That, of course, that long Hail Mary, but of course that quarterback, man, he just makes plays.
About a 14-yard gain.
Oh, yeah, probably about 12 yards.
Parker with a 14-yard gain for the Tigers brings up 3rd and 12 for Hollis.
So going to be interesting to see what are they going to keep it in the hands of the quarterback to throw it? Are they going to run it? I mean, because I guarantee that they're playing. Because you're on the other side of the 50. I think you go for it on 4th down. I mean,
Yeah, you probably have to.
So shotgun formation, and they're going to pass. Quarterback's going to keep it himself, and it looks like he's got a little bit of daylight, going to lower his shoulder and get enough for the first down. First down, Tigers.
Matt Parker brought down by number 11.
Good carry there by Matt Parker.
A little bit short.
Fourth and inches. Probably they're gonna bring out the chain gang.
I would here too.
And did you know, Peyton, that before the NFL season started, that they were going to use this electronic thing going on with the chain gain? They weren't going to have a chain gain anymore, but at the end of the preseason, they came out and said that the chain gain is still going to be
Probably
measuring the yardage.
Definitely what they need, because sometimes you can never trust technology.
I mean, technology is a great thing, but you know what? Technology always breaks.
It
I mean,
really
it always
does.
crashes. I mean, somebody's Wi-Fi
Something's
is going to
always
have
wrong with it.
Somebody's going to have McDonald's-style Wi-Fi, and it's going to be absolutely awful. And then we're going to have to wait 45 minutes for
chain
to
game to go out there. Where's the robots at?
But I think he's going to be shy.
I think he's a little bit short too. Yep.
Maybe I don't know. What are they going to call it?
Can't even. Have they even called it yet?
Looks like 4th and inches for the Tigers.
I'm still waiting on them.
44 takes home the 14. They might be wishing they could 45.
Coach Taylor, I got a story for you on after the game. It's a really good one about my first time watching 11-man football. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. I think it's going to depend on the spot here.
I think he's short.
I would have to say they gave a pretty favorable spot for the Bulls.
I think he's short. I think he's short.
See what the call is here. Good night of living. I think they might have got it.
I can't tell. I think he's short. Yep.
He is going to be short.
Oh,
my
I don't know about
goodness.
that.
You know what they did one time, Peyton? You know, it was so close to a first down on fourth down. They put a note card.
Yeah,
They put a note card in between. They put a note card in between the football.
For all you baseball fans, Angels were 5, Rangers 1.
Typical Rangers.
For all you baseball fans out there, which I know there's not many. Lord knows I'm not one of them.
Listen, Astros.
Rangers are trailing the Angels 5-4. Season after they won the World Series, quarterback going to inside handoff, gets it to Saldana. He's going to hit the sideline, and it's going to be close to a first down. Draven Starr in on the tackle. See, and I really like that from the linebackers. I mean, running that 3-2, you got to have linebackers that can go from sideline to sideline, I will say. And, you know, Draven Starr's doing a really good job, you know, making tackles out in the flats, down the open field. I mean, just making plays. Good job there by Draven Starr.
Our defense has been doing that, I think, all game long.
So, one receiver set, split out wide to the right, shotgun formation coming up for Parker. Ball snapped, inside handoff to Saldana, and it's going to make a nice cut. Going to try to get up down the left sideline. He's got a man, and he's going to be tackled inside the 10. First and goal coming up for the Tigers.
What is that, on the 6, 7?
Looks like he's going to be at about the 6-yard line.
Saldana's carry makes it first and goal from the 6-yard line for the Tigers.
So, bunch formation. Quarterback all alone. I can almost bet that he's going to call his own number there.
Yeah, I don't. Probably quarterback blast right here. Quarterback run right.
Ball snapped. He's going to try to get it out. Makes a cut.
Holding.
Touchdown, Tigers, but I think it's going to come back. Holding on the play. See, and I don't know, what is the protocol for people going in motion? Can only one person go at a time in motion?
Yeah, one person.
Well, they had the entire right side of the line kind of go in motion there, and you know, nothing was called.
Definitely should be a penalty.
Yeah. So it's going to back him up 10 yards, going to put him back, or is holding 5 yards? It should
10.
be 10.
Holding's 10.
Going to put him back at the 16.
He moves the ball back to the 16-yard line. Still first and goal from the Bulls' 16-yard line.
So shotgun formation, ball snap, looking back to pass.
Parker
Scrambles out to the right, going to hit a check down to Saldana. Saldana finally going to be forced out of bounds, but not until he gets to the 4-yard line. Second and goal coming up for the Tigers. Flowers in on the tackle there. So, I formation. One receiver set, quarterback option. Going to try to get to the corner, makes a cut. I think another holding call is going to be called.
Maybe chop block.
Number 11,
Chop block.
Gentry Parker, excuse me, brought down also by number 5, Keaton Doherty. Another flag.
Oh, another hold.
Holding
Tigers.
on the play. So at halftime, the Packers are on top of the Eagles, 19-17. 2-point game there. Pretty good game going on there in Brazil.
It's like 15, isn't it?
Holding penalties.
I feel like they started the NFL games later this year. I don't know if it's been because we haven't watched NFL in a while, but the game last night lasted till like what, 11:15?
Almost, it felt like. Play almost blown up in the backfield. Going to get about 6 on the carry.
Number 88,
Levi Milliken in on the tackle. Feel like that his name has been called a lot tonight. Levi Milliken
he has over
just
10
playing,
plus tackles.
playing out of his mind on defense right now. So, Peyton, this is one of those scenarios, bend but don't break. Turnover time, maybe. Turnover time.
Calling it. Pick 6 right here.
Ball snapped, inside handoff, going to try to get it in. And I would have to say it's the exact opposite of what you called touchdown Tigers.
I did not expect a run on 3rd and 11.
Yeah,
good play call. Good play call. I mean, good play call, I'd have to say on that one.
See, and if you read the guard will tell you everything you need to know about where the play is going. A good guard will. Let me rephrase that. A good guard will tell you exactly where the guard, or if he takes a right foot step, his head's going right. Guess what? The play's going right. He does it to the same way to the left. He shows you a hi-hat. It's a pass. So, you read a guard, and he will tell you exactly what the play is going to do. So, touchdown Tigers, 2-point attempt on the way. So what all NFL games are going on this weekend? I know my Steelers are playing the Falcons.
Panthers and Vikings?
Panthers and Vikings. No, Giants and Vikings.
Giants and Vikings, yeah.
I will say that the NFL season kicked off last night, and it was a really good one.
One of the craziest
a really
seen.
Good one, a really crazy ending. Texas alumni Xavier Worthy got to show off his speed. That 4.2 speed, first ever touch, 2-point conversion is good for the Tigers. His first ever touch was a touchdown last night for the Kansas City Chiefs.
He's pretty good. He kicked OU's butt a couple times, what to say, in receiving.
And, Patrick Mahomes has a couple speedsters to look at. Hollywood Brown from the University of Oklahoma. He's a little injured, but let me tell you, they will have –
4.2 speed in the wide receiver room.
But I will say that not one of them are over 5'9". No. But let me tell you, speed kills.
Can't coach speed.
Yep,
can't coach it.
70-3. Yeah, I think
like
they're.
You said, shootout.
Yeah.
Shootout right there. How's SMU coming along?
Hey, what's the SMU score?
Last time I checked, the SMU score was 13-15.
15-12.
Very big defensive game. I remember watching the BYU and OSU game last year, and if BYU would have beat OSU, OU would have been put into the Big 12 championship. Unfortunately, OSU, I think, won on a field goal. It was Thanksgiving.
Won in overtime.
Won in overtime.
Yeah.
BYU about beat OU last year, too.
Oh, I know. At BYU.
Yep.
Billy Bowman, pick 6.
Dylan Gabriel, he's a stud.
BYU 15-12.
Who has the ball?
Kicking off for the Tigers is number 22, Brody Wisnett.
They have a quarterback. His last name is
Preston
Stone. Preston
you should
Stone.
know. Yep, he is
Preston
a stud.
Stone. He is pretty solid.
Braylon James.
See, and I feel like with the new NCAA game coming out, we're starting to learn a lot of players and new names that, because you don't
Wing
really.
T. Didn't know what the Wing T looked like until I started looking at
Yeah.
that.
Because we're not in 1985. Oh, called for a fair catch on a dribbler. Cowan on the return. He's going to reverse field. He's got a little bit of daylight down the right sideline. He's going to be finally forced out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Bulls are going to set up shop nicely.
Bulls,
First down, Bulls.
39-yard line.
So 8 seconds left to go here in the third quarter of play. For those that just joined in, it is 42-0, Bulls trailing.
1st and and 10 for Balko-Forgan from their 39-yard line.
So 2 receivers split out wide to the left. You got Parker and Cowan. Ball snap, looking to pass. Long pass over to the left sideline. Cowan going to keep it, and he's got a man. Oh, my goodness, and he's going to be called out of bounds. He had a lot of daylight out in front of him.
He was gone. He was about to score a touchdown there.
So that's going to do it for your third quarter of play. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we will be back live here on YouTube TV with more Bulls action.
My goodness.
Sorry about that. We've been talking
that's
this
our fault.
entire
We've had
time.
a pretty good conversation here.
We were going crazy. Ball snap, going to pitch it out to Star. Star making a cut, going to pick up about, I'd say, what would you say, Peyton, about 4 yards there?
4, yeah. 3, 4 yards long.
Third and 6 coming up for the Bulls.
Looks like a 2-yard gain by Draven. Brings up 3rd and 8 for the
You guys
Bulls.
math. Your math's bad.
It's not anything to do with math, Terry, okay? I can't see very
We
good.
have our glasses on. We can't see from this far.
Over here saw that.
Yeah, but there's 2 of you. So ball snap given to Star. Star up the middle. He's got a little bit of daylight. I think he's going to fall forward, but just enough for the first down. First down, Bulls.
Stars run, makes it 1st and 10 for the Bulls. from the Tigers' 25-yard line.
So
I think we're in a bound.
2 receivers set. Starr and Doherty in the backfield. Ball snapped.
Doherty on the keeper.
Offsides. See, is that a new rule that they stop the play after an offsides, or
See, I don't
no?
like
Can't
that.
let it play out anymore.
I
mean,
don't like that at all.
Which brings up 1st and 5 for the Bulls
I don't like that.
Never happened in Oklahoma.
from the Tigers' 20-yard line.
I don't like that.
because of that. I just want to see a 70-yard bomb. You know what I mean? You see somebody jump. I didn't know it was a dead ball foul. I mean.
How bad?
Oklahoma, once that defense breaks the plays, it's plays over.
See, I just.
So
Darn
two
it.
receivers set out to the right. Ball snapped. Doherty looking to throw. He's got a man, and he throws it up. Flowers on the reception. He's going to be wrestled down after about, I'd say about a 3-yard pickup, 2-yard pickup there. 2nd and 2 coming up, 2nd and 3. So see what Coach Whitfield has. So, 2 receiver set, both split out wide to the right. Starr and Doherty in the backfield. Ball snap, going to hand it off to Starr. Starr looking to make something happen, breaks it down to the right sideline. He's going to run a man over, gets to the goal line. Down at the 1.
Good run there by Draven.
Really good patience, letting the blocks develop. I mean,
Le'Veon Bell-esque right there.
well, Le'Veon Bell couldn't necessarily run over players like the way Draven can, I will have to say. See, and once you get him rolling, it's just like, hey,
It's hard to stop.
don't play on the tracks because the trains are coming. The bus. The baby bus. So Starr and Doherty in the backfield. Ball snapped. Doherty going to keep it himself, going to try to find his way into the end zone. Down at the 1.
Short of the goal line there, brings up 2nd and goal for the Bulls.
So 2nd and goal from about the 2, maybe?
2nd and goal from the Tigers' 2-yard line.
7:30 and counting left to go in the ball game.
Doherty again.
Ball snapped. It pitches that over to Starr.
Face mask.
Face mask going to be called on the Tigers.
Yelling on the tackle for the Tigers. Also there, number 34, J.V. Vasquez. See what the flag is here. Personal foul, face mask on the Tigers.
So I do believe that's going to be an automatic first down and half the distance to the goal.
Puts it on the 2.
I think so.
That penalty now makes it 1st and goal from the Tiger 2-yard line.
Ball is snapped, handed off to Starr. He waltzes into the end zone untouched. Touchdown, Bulls! God, I've missed saying that. So 2-point conversion attempt on the way. Ball snap. Good block there by Starr, setting the edge for him, and he's going to get to the corner.
A little bit short.
What?
I thought he got in there.
It looked like he got in from this angle.
Tackle made there, looks like number 13.
So really good drive there put on by the Bulls, and it ended in a score there. You know, they just kept feeding it to Star. You know, he'd get 3 yards, 2 yards, then he'd break one for 9, and then, you know, and he just got into a rhythm. And let me tell you, once he gets into a rhythm,
hard to stop the train.
I mean, get off the tracks because the train's coming. I mean, I think what started the momentum of that drive for the Bulls is when he was carrying 19 people on his back. I mean,
thought they could only have 8 out there.
you know what, Terry? It's not the time for this. So going to be doing the kicking duties for the Bulls, I do believe, is going to be number 7, Gage Reichert. Back deep to return for the Tigers is Newton back deep to receive. Onside kick. It trickles, and it's going to be recovered by the Bulls.
Get a little bit of momentum there, Austin. Here we go.
I would have to say that was a perfect onside there.
Recovery by number 15, Talon Griffin for the Bulls. Makes it 1st and 10, Balko-Forgan from the Hollis 42-yard line.
So Doherty gets the play call from Coach Whitfield. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line for the Bulls. Starting off in Tiger territory. 2 receivers split out wide to the left. That's Parker and Cowan. Doherty and Starr in the backfield looking back to pass. Going to scramble, drops the ball, and it's going to be recovered by the Bulls at about the 49-yard line. I about said the 51-yard line.
9-yard loss there by Doherty brings up 2nd and 19.
So 2nd and long coming up for the Bulls. So 2 receivers split out wide to the left. Another to the right. Shotgun formation. Ball snapped. Looking to pass. He's going to let one fly. He's got a man. Incomplete. Just out of reach. But I think roughing the passer is going to be called. Yep. Flag in the backfield. 15-yard penalty. I think that's going to be good enough for a fresh set of downs. I think that's an automatic first down. Because that's a personal foul.
We have a flag on the play. Personal foul. Roughing the passer on the Tigers. Makes it 1st and 10 for the Bulls.
See, and you know, when you take into consideration the pressure that was in his face, that was actually a really nicely thrown ball.
Really good thrown ball.
It was out of reach for Cowan, but it was still a really, really nice thrown ball. They're not going to
just missed about 3 deep passes.
Yeah.
So 2 receivers to the left, another to the right. Same formation, coming up for the Bulls, 1st and 10. Doherty looking. He's got a man. He's going to let it fly. Jump ball situation. Intercepted by the Tigers.
Nice interception there and defensive play by number 23, Isaac Luna for the Tigers.
Really good Really good job there by the corner, though, turning around, finding the ball. I will say, on both sides.
I've never seen this in a football game.
On both sides, the cornerbacks turning around looking for the ball has been really, really good on both sides. So one receiver set out to the right. Shotgun formation coming up for the Tigers. Ball snapped, inside handoff, and it's going to be brought down by a host of Bulls down inside the 5-yard line. Good job there by the Bulls, swarming to the ball. I just said a host of Bulls.
Both the Bulls that are on the tackle.
So second and about 15 coming up for the Tigers. Ten seconds left to go in the play clock. They must have put chew clock on, Peyton. Shotgun formation. Quarterback going to scramble to the left. He makes a cut. He's going to cover up the ball. Going to pick up a nice bit of yardage there. I think it's going to be second down and short. Going to be close to a first down. Third and short, excuse me. So it's going to be a one receiver set, split out wide to the right. Ball snapped, going to keep it himself, going to get up inside the guards, going to be brought down, but not until he gets enough for a first down. First down, Tigers.
Main man on the tackle was number 8, Eli Naylor for the Bulls.
So 2 minutes and 30 seconds and counting left to go here in the ball game. Tigers have possession. Ball snapped, and he's going to be brought down. First one in there was number 5, Doherty. See, that's just that scenario, hold on.
Calvary's coming.
Calvary's coming. Good job there by Doherty. First one in there, and backup came shortly after. Loss of 2 on the carry.
Second and 12 for the Tigers.
See what the Tigers are going to do here. Probably let the clock run to just about a minute left. Ball snap. Looking to make something happen. Going to lose about a yard on the carry.
facing third and 13 here.
So under a minute left to go here in the ball game.
It's probably the last snap.
So going to line up, one receiver split out wide to the left. I can almost bet this is going to be a run and the last snap of the ball game, Pate. And it is a carry, and it is tackled out of bounds.
Carried by number 23, Isaac Luna. Pushed out of bounds by number 5.
12 seconds left to go in the ball game. So it looks like the punt team is going to come out.
Tigers facing 4th and 8 here. Back deep for the Bulls is number 8, Eli Naylor.
Naylor back deep to return the punt.
Wisnick handling the punting duties.
Wisnick going to boot it away. Ball is snapped, and it is a boomer punt. Naylor calls for a fair catch, caught at the 45-yard line. And so that is going to do it. Bulls fall to the Tigers week 1 with a score of 42-6. So Peyton, what were your keys to the game there? What did you see that the Bulls could progress with going into next week?
We saw start kind of get going, give him the ball a bit more, and once the train starts, you can't start to stop him. He can't go one-on-one tackle him. Offense moved the ball better second half, so I would say go on that. Our defense played, I thought, really good the whole game. Turnovers just kind of killed us a little bit, kind of caused our defense to get put in a pickle sometimes, but I think we're doing just fine. Just call these warm-up games, kind of see where we're at, and go on to next week.
Yep, I'm going to piggyback off of what you said. I could see a lot of really good things, and then there's some things that you, of course, need to work on. First game of the year for this young Bulls team, and of course, you're going to see progress throughout these next couple games. Like you said, this is like the preseason for the Bulls, and of course, there's always going to be room for improvement. Even the most perfect teams in the world, there's room for improvement. And, I feel like the Bulls' ceiling is through the roof. They have so much young talent. They have a really good coaching staff to back them, and I think that this is
I'm
just
excited. Yeah,
I'm excited for this upcoming season for the Bulls.
Get us going a little bit and see how we do next week and continue going.
Peyton, I have my Watauga Cheese Factory player of the game, and I want to hear who you are going to say, because I bet we are going to say the exact same guy.
I'm going to go with Levi.
Levi Milliken is who I am going to go with for our Watauga Cheese Factory player of the game. He was
everywhere on defense.
Sideline to sideline.
I don't know how many tackles he had on defense, but it was insane.
He was playing
really good.
Outside of his mind.
Really good today.
He played really good, and but if it wasn't getting a sack, it was getting a tackle for a loss or, a tackle downfield. I just think that he just absolutely went insane defensively. And so I feel like the Bulls' defense looked really, really good. Like we were talking about, cornerbacks looking back, finding the ball, defensive ends doing their jobs, Draven Starr and the linebacking crew going sideline to sideline.
I've never seen cornerbacks look back at the ball. I don't think I've ever seen in high school that much. Especially, definitely don't see it in college football, especially if you watch OU play.
And so the Bulls will be facing
Canton
next week at Forgan here
at
Forgan, America. So until next week, signing off, your play-by-play commentators, myself, Austin Bull, and Mr. PG, Peyton Mulberry. Good night from Forgan, America. Y'all have a great weekend, and God bless.